Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Moment Sindbad Submarine starts to sink with tourists standing on the top deck. To view this video, please enable JavaScript and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5. Video. Up next, the moment tourists on board the Egyptian submarine that sank in the Red Sea started to scream and cry has been caught on video. The bodies of 6 passengers were pulled to the coast of Hurghada, a city on the Red Sea coast, after Sindbad capsized at around 10 am yesterday. Out of the 6 who died, 2 were children and all on board were Russian citizens, according to TASS news agency. 4 other people are in a critical condition and are fighting for their lives in hospital. The cause of the incident is still unclear. The footage shows that the submarine started to sink as tourists were getting on board and standing on the top deck. Screams and shouts in Russian can then be heard before the video ends, surrounded by water. Anesthetist Ravel Valielin, 40, and his wife Christina, 39, a children's doctor, were killed on the vessel, while daughters aged 10 and 15 survived and are now in hospital. One of the survivors, a tourist named Regina, was with her 2 children, 9 and 10. "We were saved by the fact that we were on the top of the submarine. We did not have time to go inside," she said. "We were queuing at the boarding when the submarine began to sink into the water. The Egyptian who was responsible for loading shouted, 'Stop, stop,' but naturally no one inside heard him. He shouted to us, 'Faster, faster, go to the pontoon from which people were boarding,'" she told Baza media outlet. "We pushed the children out. I tried to swim away from the submarine. I was afraid that I would be pulled under it because of the currents. I swam away, sat on the structures that were built around the pontoon so that they could moor here. From there I moved to the pontoon itself." Red Sea Governor Amr Hanafi said yesterday that the submarine had a valid license and that the crew had all obtained the correct certificates. According to the Association of Tour Operators of Russia, the submarine hit a reef and subsequently lost pressure at a depth of 20 meters. The group on board had paid for a sea trip to inspect the coral reefs in the Red Sea, which is infested with sharks. Get in touch with our news team by emailing us at webnews@metro.co.uk. For more stories like this, check our news page. More, is there really a vast underground city beneath the pyramids of Giza? More, I never left my hotel on a trip to the cradle of civilization, but I'd do it again. More, 10 dead after train hits minibus carrying children home from nursery. Stay on top of the headlines with daily email updates. This site is protected by Ray CAPTCHA and the Google privacy policy and terms of service apply. Your information will be used in line with our privacy policy.